Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're going to do our, end of 2023,
End of 2023, yes.
Pickup video.
Mm-hmm.
So this includes everything since PRGE.
Yes.
And it includes my is it my first or second favorite time of year?
I don't know.
It's Black Friday season and Christmas. So
that's right.
PRGE might be number one. Mm-hmm. And then we go right into my number 2 favorite time of year.
Yes.
And we got all this stuff.
You're like on a high from I would say September because you're getting ready.
Yeah.
All the way to the end of the year.
Well, this year I didn't buy a lot up until.
No.
Did I?
Not really.
We'll see. But
go look at our other video and find out.
We did one video to cover the entire year.
I think so.
Anyway, I got a lot of good stuff here.
So much.
So
I see 3 big things.
3. That's true.
So
3.
watch, because those are gonna be at the end, or maybe they'll be in the middle. You gotta watch the whole video.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of do it in rough chronological order, building to Christmas. Okay.
Okay.
So, leading up to PRGE, I thought I should trade in some stuff, build up some store credit, and in case there's a bunch of stuff I don't find at PRGE, and build up some store credit at my local game shop, which I did. And then I didn't really go to them. I had some credit. And then they were doing a Black Friday thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I put it in my calendar.
Like what was the year?
Pre-1985.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's great, because I love collecting for Atari. So I grabbed some. So I went there on Black Friday. It's like I went out. That's like the only time I've ever gone out. And I got, so they had these in the dollar bin. Space Jockey.
They actually look really good.
Yeah, they're in good shape. Yeah, I picked, so this is a VidTech game. This is Atari 2600. I don't have this game. And I don't have any other VidTech games, so I grabbed this. Okay. And I've been collecting telegames. So I grabbed Canyon Bomber telegames for $1. These were only $1. And they were saying everything was going to be like half off, but I didn't even ask. I'm like, no, I'm sure they wouldn't have done it, or maybe they would have. But then 2 things I did get half off are, I'll do this one first, Choplifter for the ColecoVision. Now, I had bought this on eBay a couple years ago, but it turns out it was either, I don't know if it's a fake, if it's a repro, or if it's just like a third party who bought ColecoVision properties and sold them. And so it came in a slightly different cartridge, which I didn't notice until I got it. You couldn't tell from the pictures. I think it's legit. It's actually from a company called Telegames. I don't think it has anything to do with Sears, though. But this is the legit ColecoVision version of Choplifter, which I love. And I got Pitfall for the 5200. Now, this has been sitting there, so I want to tell a story which is, I don't know how it'll reflect on me. This game doesn't work on some Atari 5200s.
Oh, yeah.
The newer 2-port models, they don't always work. And so I had actually bought this from the same shop like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and I couldn't get it to work. And I returned it. And then I learned that it doesn't always work on all 5200s. But I actually have 2 5200s.
Of course.
So I bought it again because I'm like, well, I know it's probably not the cartridge. It's my 5200. And
so it's been there like for a couple of years?
It's been there, yeah. It's still been there. And this is the box. It doesn't have the manual. So I bought it anyway. And it turns out I do have another 5200 now, and I tried it on it, and it works-ish.
Oh.
But even I have like an EverDrive for the 5200 called the Atari Max or something, and it doesn't work off that either. So I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with this cartridge, so I bought it back, and I kept it this time. Okay, so glad to have those. Those were 50% off, which is nice. Okay, and then, I don't know what. These are random.
Okay. You were on... Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
We were at PRGE, and he saw these, and they were expensive, and the guy we were buying from, we were kind of like, about him, and so we walked away, and then when we went back, he's like, no, I'm going to go get them because they're worth it. And when we went back, they were already gone.
They were gone.
So they were a hot commodity.
So and I've wanted them for a while, and now that I have my retro USB AVS, which can play Famicom games, I finally decided to pull the trigger on a complete in-box Final Fantasy II for the Famicom and Final Fantasy III for the Famicom. No real reason other than to have these in the collection. They're in Japanese. I can't really read them. maybe I'll get a ROM patch or something and play them on a ROM. But I thought it'd be cool to have the original, all of the original. I have Final Fantasy V for the Super Famicom that was gifted to me from the Latin Legend many years ago. So I've been collecting some of these.
Yeah.
And since I was buying Famicom RPGs, I decided to buy one of my personal favorites. It means a lot to me. It's Miracle Warriors on the Master System, but it is called Haja no Fuin on the Famicom. And I just bought the cartridge. Maybe I'll get the complete... I have the complete version for the Mark III, which is the version I care about. But I thought it'd be cool to have Haja no Fuin for the Famicom.
Cool.
Loose. Okay, so I bought those off eBay. So those arrived. Okay, so then we were speaking about... I'm going to continue... No, let me do it this way.
Okay.
So these are some random things
Okay.
that I happened to buy.
I think they were just like on good sales and stuff, and a lot of times,
I'll do this one first.
like, my mom will be looking for gifts for you or something, and we'll just have bought stuff like on sale. And I'm like, you can give this to him. So
Okay, so then I'll do this one.
this way we get good deals.
I bought this was in mid-November or something, and I had been interested in this game for a long time. And it was in my Amazon list or something, and it went to like I don't even remember.
$10. I feel like it was like $10.
Between $10 and $15. I'm like, I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah.
So I bought Outer Worlds.
Okay.
For the Xbox One. Ooh, I love having the RPGs. And then I guess I'm going to segue. I'll keep the Xbox theme. We bought.
Are you good already?
Yeah, I'm going to go because we bought this in November.
That's true.
They started their pre-Xbox, their pre-Black Friday sales, and Target was doing this is normally a $500 or $550 bundle.
Yeah.
It's the Xbox Series X Diablo 4. It's normally $550. They were selling it for $500. Then Target dropped it to $450. Then they added a $75 credit, and we get 5% off. So for like $350, $356, I got Diablo 4 Xbox Series X bundle. Wow. And I didn't even make it a Christmas gift. I said, I'm just hooking this up right now. I'm going to take out my old Xbox One.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this in, and I bought a controller to go with it.
Because you gotta have another controller.
This is well, because this was like $40 too, and I'm like, yoink. So I bought a Robot White. This is an Xbox Series X controller, and it's not. I haven't opened it because it turns out Xbox One peripherals will work with it. I am now Kinect-less. The Kinect no longer works with the Xbox One, the Xbox Series, so the Kinect is packed away. But that was nice.
Yeah.
It was like an upgrade. It basically, it's just like a faster Xbox One. And I had heard rumors that they were going to go discless in the future. So I'm like, I'm just going to buy it. And they did sales like all through the month of November.
Yeah,
I didn't get the best sale, but I did get it, I think we could have gotten it for a little bit less later. But was pretty happy to get the Xbox One Series X set up. Okay.
The names are so
The names are stupid.
Yes.
Okay, they're stupid.
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
All right. So then randomly throughout November, I don't even remember when I ordered this.
No,
this is the Castlevania Advanced Collection from Limited Run. It arrived sometime in November for PlayStation 4. I have these games on the Game Boy Advance, but I have a bunch of other Limited Run Castlevania collections for the PS4. So I thought it'd be cool to have this. So I have sort of all these Castlevania games playable on the PS4. So I grabbed this. And it arrived.
Playable.
And then, I guess, going along with Final Fantasy, I know what happened. When I was trading in credit at my local store, they had this game, the Pixel Remaster of Final Fantasy 1 through 6, and I thought, I'll get the Pixel Remaster. I'll use my credit to buy that because I don't want to, They had it for $130. And then I realized, and I thought it was maybe the rare. So this is from PlayAsia. The US version has an ESRB sticker right here. And I thought maybe that's what they had. And I took a picture when I was there. And so I looked at the picture, and sure enough, no, it was the PlayAsia version for $130. And I looked on PlayAsia, and they were selling it for $80. And then one day they had free shipping. I'm like, I'll just do that. I'm not paying $150, even if it's store credit.
Yeah.
So I just bought this. So this was on my mind because I had seen it at my local store and thought it was the U.S. version. But then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to buy it. I was mad at Square for a while for the way they handled the U.S. release, but in the end, I don't care. I'd rather have the games. So, this is cool. Final Fantasy. I did open this.
You did.
I did try it out.
Yeah.
Just briefly. Just briefly. But
even our youngest was like, look at all the Final Fantasy on the Switch.
It shows them all individually on the Switch title menu bar now. Okay, so those came in randomly, so that's cool. So glad to have that. Okay, so now back to Black Friday
weekend.
Whew. I did a Stone Age Gamer purchase. I always get something from Black Friday from Stone Age Gamer, which we'll talk about later because it became a gift. But I decided to pull the trigger on a bunch of boring cables. So I got a bunch. I'm just stocking up on cables. Some of my RGB SCART cables are getting damaged, so I decided to try out Insurrection's Genesis, Saturn. We'll save this one. And I got I love this. This was $4. It is a simulated stereo AV cable for the NES. The NES has red and yellow out, and if you want to plug it into a system, it will just split the red to the red and white. So this is perfect. I can just split it. It's simulated stereo because all it does is take the mono and pipe it to 2. This was $4. So I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that. That's fun. Okay, so then in addition to SCART, I said, well, what happens if my SCART Art FrameMeister RGB stuff doesn't work? I better have a backup component cable, which is a US standard. I got one for the Genesis, and I got a little adapter for it. So I've been waiting for these HD Retrovision cables. Like every time I look, they're out of stock. But I hear good things. So they went back in stock, so I bought it. I bought a Saturn converter to use with this. And I bought a Super SNES. So that was fun. Cool. So I bought a bunch of cables from Stone Age Gamer for Black Friday. Okay, boring. Okay, we're getting there.
All gifts?
Those are sort of Christmas gifts, but I want to talk about this bad boy. We'll go to the next console, next big thing. And this I had ordered earlier in the year, and it is the Analog Duo. And as you may know, we went to Chicago.
I was going to say, is this the one that came when we were gone? That came like a day after we left?
Yes. I've been waiting for it for 6 months.
Yep.
They said at the end of November they were going to ship them out in early December, and I'm like, I know exactly what's going to happen. And then it got delayed in the mail a little bit. I'm like, it still could arrive. It could still arrive. It could still arrive. Nope. It arrived the day we left.
Oh my goodness.
I missed it by 1 day. Yep. And I'm like, I'm not letting this sit out on the stoop. We had a friend of ours come and get it. Yep. She got it the very first night, put it in the house. Analog Duo. This is a TurboGrafx or PC Engine and PC Engine CD player. It is awesome. I love it. I tried it out when I got home. It took a little bit to set it up, but I was able to test some of my CDs. I have a Turbo CD. It doesn't work anymore. But now...
And you had some CDs you hadn't tested.
I had bought some CDs at PRGE years ago. I had never tested them. They work. So this is awesome.
Yep.
The second of 2 or of 3 big items we got this year.
Yeah.
Turbo Duo. So glad to have that.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Xbox and Turbo Duo. And that's not all.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Because people can see it behind
you can see it. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about Christmas gifts then.
Okay.
So let me do this one.
Yeah.
This one was a stocking stuffer. It is the Turbo TG16 2.4 gigahertz wireless game pad, and it works with the Turbo Duo. Now, I had always thought that I would just use my TurboGrafx pads, but they don't fit in this. This uses PC Engine port, so TurboGrafx controllers don't work. So I bought a wireless one that was recommended from Amazon. I didn't buy it through Analog, and it was a stocking stuffer. So I had this waiting for me, or available to me when we got home for this. Cool. So this is really nice. I really like this. It took a bit of setting up. It required a firmware update because it doesn't. The Turbo Duo has, the Analog Duo has wireless support built in, but you need a firmware update to use it with this. So look it up online. It's a whole big thing. Okay, so let's do some other controllers. Yeah. So this was another gift. Oh, this was a Stone Age Gamer purchase that became a gift. The Big 6. I would have bought this at PRGE had I remembered, but it became a gift. This is a 6-button Genesis controller in the 3-button form factor. It's wireless. It has a USB dongle. It will work with a Genesis. I've used it in my Genesis. I've used it in my Analog Mega SG. I've used it in my Genesis Mini. It works great. Only thing I don't like about this is that the other Retrobit stuff came in a nice plastic case, and this one just comes in a cardboard box. So they're
they're cheapening out.
They're cheapening out. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and then fine. You want to do that one?
Yeah, these were a gift to the family, I guess, for Christmas.
Yep.
I got these at Costco, so they were on sale. We don't have blue, neon yellow. So
Blue and neon yellow.
And they are always drifting, so you can always use more Joy-Cons.
But we do have the purple and neon orange. And I was saying, because we are both alumni of the University of Illinois, their colors are blue and orange.
Yes,
so we can do U of I colors. So any of you other Midwest...
Yes.
We have a couple Midwest watchers who may have a friendly rivalry with U of I. Okay, should we do this one, or do you want to go into that one?
What do you think?
Let's do these. I'll do these. Okay, so this became a gift too. Another Stone. This is what I normally buy from Stone Age Gamer. I buy EverDrives once a year. This year it was the Game Gear. Part of that was motivated by the fact that I have an analog pocket now, and I have the Game Gear adapter. Still waiting for those other adapters, like for the Turbo, but I have a Game Gear adapter, so I bought the Game Gear EverDrive. So that was fun. I brought this with us on our trip to Chicago and proceeded to play Legend of Zelda anyway. But one nice thing I discovered about this is that the Game Gear games on here, there are some Master System games on here. The Analog Pocket will play the Master System games too.
Oh, cool.
So it's kind of like having a portable Master System, which is really, really nice. So Game Gear EverDrive. Cool.
Okay.
2 other gifts.
Yep. No, this one... Oh, yeah, this was a gift. Yeah. Sama de Amigo for the Switch. We like Sama de Amigo from Dreamcast. So, and the Wii, right?
And the Wii.
Yep. So now they have it on the Switch, so go and play
We bought it.
Yep.
No, we bought this thing like 3 times. It kept going down in price, so we kept returning them. Should we not admit that?
No, but then it became a gift, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
All right.
And this one was something you wanted badly. Advanced Wars 1 and 2.
I wanted it as a Christmas gift.
Yes.
But the price wasn't coming down.
Yeah. So then we just bought it, and then it became a Christmas gift anyway.
Yeah. And then I didn't play it because I was playing Zelda.
Yep.
I brought it. I made it. These are nice Christmas gifts because they're easy to bring to Chicago, and then they just show up as gifts.
Yep.
And then I have the Switch, and I can play them right away. But I was playing my Analog Pocket.
Yep. You were.
All right. I want to do this one.
Okay.
Okay, so this was a complete surprise.
This was a complete surprise.
This arrived while we were gone, and you surprised me with it when we got home.
It was supposed to come earlier, but I got distracted in buying it and then didn't buy it on time, so it didn't come until like the day we left again. So this is Golvelius.
Golvelius.
Yes.
Says it right there.
I don't know if you guys remember, he has a Golvelius sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Johnny Millennium, the happy console gamer, knows that we really like Golvelius, and he really likes Golvelius.
Yeah, because I bought the thing, the other sweatshirt based on his...
Yes, and so, based on his t-shirt, right?
Yeah,
he had a t-shirt. And
so he knows about all this stuff.
He contacted me a few months ago, actually.
Whoa.
Like, before your birthday. And he was like, look at this. And he was like, I think he would really like that. And I was like, oh, he would really like that. And so I thought about getting it for you for your birthday, and then my mom sometimes gets us t-shirts, so then I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll save it for Christmas. And then I just decided that we would get it for you for Christmas. That didn't come in time, so I was a little disappointed, but it was here when we arrived.
Yeah.
And so you got it, and that was really cool.
It's a New Year's Eve gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you very much. This was a nice surprise.
So
and this artwork is not from the Master System. This is from the MSX, which is where Golvelius originally came out. So, thank you very much. It's very cool to have that t-shirt. I don't know if I even want to wash it.
I won't dry it. So
I'll wash it. I want to wear it, though.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, that brings us to...
Really cool.
So, that was really cool. Yes, thank you. Okay, so that brings us to the final big item of the year, or the end of the year. And that is something I have been waiting many years for. And, of course, it is our PlayStation 5. So
this time we bought it.
This time we bought it and kept it.
And we kept it.
Yeah, it became a Christmas gift.
Yes.
The Slim, I had been waiting for a slimmed down model, which, you know, they slimmed it down a little bit. But and then they slimmed down model, and then it was announced, and then it came out, and it was launched, and I grabbed one, and they were doing a bundle for the regular price, so I could have either gotten. I forget what the other one was. It was a game I was less interested in. Call of Duty.
Yes,
Call of Duty.
That was it.
And I'm like, oh, I get the Call of Duty one. And then I'm like, I wonder if they're going to do the Spider-Man 2 one. I'd be much more interested in that. Sure enough, Target had the Spider-Man 2 Slim 2 bundle, or Slim bundle, and I bought it immediately. And we paid whatever the bundle price was.
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit different though because when she rang it up higher, and you're like, that's supposed to be this price. And I said, they had it at $550, and because of the game, and I said, no, you've got it online for $500. Give me it for that price, please. And then we have the red cards. Then we got the red cards.
Anyway, so we finally got a PlayStation 5, and I had to wait until Christmas to open it.
That's right.
So it stayed, and so I wanted it to be a Christmas gift because I almost never get consoles for Christmas.
That's right.
So I wanted it to be a Christmas gift. So in addition to that, we've been buying a bunch of PlayStation 5 games all year. We already have Crisis Core and another one I can't even remember. But we decided with this one to get, since it came with Spider-Man 2,
we gotta get Spider-Man 1.
We got Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition. So that includes a remastered digital version of Spider-Man, and it's got Spider-Man Miles Morales, and we've got Spider-Man 2. So I got a lot of Spider-Man to play. So, and then you got...
And then look what I got. God of War Ragnarok. So now I can play this because I played the first one.
It's still sealed.
It is still sealed.
That one is still
sealed. Because
so.
I have so much time to play games.
Yeah, because you're not playing games.
I know.
All right. And then another gift I got, which I was eager enough to try out, and I did try it out.
You tried it out, and it almost got to it almost became the top game that you wanted to play. You're like, I want to play this instead of the other games I am playing.
Hogwarts Legacy. So I've been hearing good things about this. I wanted to try it out. Your brother got a copy.
Yeah,
He's
my
been
brother
playing
got
it.
Yeah.
He's playing it on the Switch. So I played enough of this to get just the very first part of it. But I have to put it aside because we are playing. I want to get some of the other games I'm in the middle of finished up.
That's right.
So that was another one. So then these others are, let's do, these two we had bought a long time ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like
back in October.
Okay.
R-Type Final 3
They must have gone on a real sale or something.
Yeah. R-Type Final 3 Evolved. I've got R-Type Final 1 and 2.
You're such an R-Type.
I know, except I haven't played any of the Final. Tales of Arise, I love these. I don't know. I've never played any Tales. I can't say I love it. I buy, the Tales games. This was cheap, so I bought it. I'm like, And this was before I had a PS5, and it was like nothing else was on sale, so I grabbed it. And then these were... This one came as part of... We had bought this with God of War and some other... These all went on sale This one went on sale for Black Friday for like $30.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16. I always get the numbered Final Fantasy games. Eventually, I've been getting them on PlayStation systems. Now that I have a PS5, I grabbed 16. And we've got Crisis Core. Yeah. And I should look at the Final Fantasy 7 remakes too, but I haven't done that. And then finally, this is what's going to wrap up our year.
Yeah, this is one of the last things
I saw a video from John Riggs, and our friend Steven Eider was talking about it, Air Twister.
Yes.
And so I said, boy, this looks like it's right up my alley.
It's like a Space Harrier type of game. Yep.
It's a Space Harrier type game with music that sounds like it's from Queen.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I think it was like $30, so I just bought it. And I plopped it in one day. It might have been New Year's Day. And I had a lot of fun with it. But again, I've not been playing it because I'm still playing the other games. But we've got quite a library here now of PS5 games.
And two of them are actually open.
Yeah, I've opened.
Can you believe it?
Wow, there's more than two.
Two games are actually
Spider-Man, Hogwarts, and Air Twister are open.
Wow, look at us.
So yeah, this was, I am excited about this quarter. Q4 of 2023. I got Xboxes, Turbo Duos, and PS5s. I moved fully into the next gen.
You did, finally. No,
I had to rearrange the whole entertainment center.
You did. Yes.
I had to resort everything. And I decided...
Swapped remotes with the children.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into it, but the PS5 does not stream from my NAS. like the PS4 did. So the Xbox has now become my main media machine.
Yes.
And so I swapped HDMI, I swapped remotes around because I'm going to use my Xbox for almost all the media stuff. So, what was I going to say? So yeah, I rearranged the entertainment center and we're all set up and it was great. I got a ton of good stuff to play.
Now we just got to play it.
Which, I'm still playing old stuff. All right.
Okay.
So good month.
Right.
Good 2 months for me. Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
All right.
Hope you all had a good year. All right. If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.